Just stop and take a little time out with me. Just take 5.
And we're live. All right, y'all already know what it is. That Take 5 pod, man. We got 4 faces on right now. Jacob overslept per usual. I don't know what he was partying about last night, but we'll see if he could join in here a little bit later. Got a jam-packed show, and we got to talk a little bit about this NBA tournament that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? That was very nice to watch last night. And we got to talk NFL and college football. Got our frequent flyer guest with us, Joey. Joey, we appreciate you yet again.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? How you feeling, bro?
I'm tired, man. I woke up early. I got some shots up. Very mediocre performance on the basketball court, but we're just getting back into it. So
understandable. I mean, you got folks like Ian that have been at it for years, and they still can't really figure out how to put the ball inside of the basket. You know what I'm saying? It's harder than it looks.
We gotta stop.
It's definitely harder than it looks, but big show plan. All right, so we got Bench Boys episode 30. I think about doing another season for next week. You know what I'm saying? Switch it to next season 2. You know what I'm saying? Because we on episode 30 right now. May have to reset. Bring in some new things, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I got some ideas in my bag that I'm trying to bring to the table. So y'all stay tuned for that. Again, follow us everywhere. Check out our website too. Take5pod.com. But let's go. So Bench Boys. All right. Desmond. He's on the bench, ladies and gentlemen. Arthur Smith has finally woken up. The rain is gone, if you will. He's decided to bench Desmond Ridder for Taylor Heineke. All right, so general reactions from that. Jew, you a Falcons fan, so like or dislike
it? I like it. I don't get, if he was going to do this, I don't get why he waited this long. I kind of thought they were going to just let Ridder play the whole season out. And I didn't really I don't like watching Ridder play football, but I didn't really care about this season. I don't think they were contenders with Heineke either. So, I mean, I like it though. It will improve my Sundays. My quality of life will improve. Watching Ridder play each week is just it's gut wrenching. I'm not gonna lie.
So you're saying if Heineke wasn't playing at the start of the season, we wouldn't be quote unquote contenders? We wouldn't be a top team in the league?
No. Record wise, yeah, we would have a good record. But to win in the playoffs, maybe a game. I don't think that we will go to the NFC Championship with Heineke. And even if we did, no chance the Falcons win the Super Bowl. Our team's not good enough yet. We're I would say we're a year away.
Yeah, I agree with Julian. There is really no point in putting in Heineke. I feel like the goal of the season for the Falcons is just to get a high draft pick. I feel like that's the best that's the best outcome. I feel like you can see what you have in Drake London, you can see what you have in Bijan, that in Pitt, that's cool. So I see why they put in Heineke, but I don't know if that's what you want. They should have kept Ridder in there just to see what a full season looks like from him, and maybe he could have turned the page, but probably not. But I don't see the difference. Why put in Heineke now?
I just thought it was so bad at the beginning. If you were gonna turn to this, you should have did it a few weeks ago, which would have been fine because we would have won some of those games that we lost, absolutely. But to do it at the halfway point in the season is I don't know. I'm not mad at it, but I'm also this is not a crazy thing for me. I'm not super excited.
But gentlemen, we got a lot of mouths to feed on the offensive end. You know what I'm saying? And we know we're about to get into some more wide receiver drama, in the league. We have a lot of people that need the ball and aren't getting the ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's for me, we're just wasting talent. We're letting guys do cardio for no reason. You know what I'm saying, out there when they could be at least padding their stats. You know what I'm saying? Like at least making a name for themselves, like getting ready for that next year. You know, getting that experience because I believe, you know, and we're all of this that if Heineke played, you know, a little bit earlier, we would have had a better record, maybe a chance of being in that playoff situation. We might be able to still get that, be in that playoff situation and get that experience for the next year. You know what I'm saying? That would have gone a longer way than, you know, wasting
I feel
time making a mockery of our city. But what's up?
I feel like it was a move. It was like a panic move by Arthur Smith because his seat is getting warm. Like he hitched himself to Desmond Ritter for a full season, and I think this is his third or fourth season as our coach. And like, in fairness to him, like our roster was horrible in the first few years, and like he overachieved. Like we weren't ever bad, but this year, like our schedule is pretty easy, and we're not underachieving, but I don't know. I haven't seen much progression, so I think he's making this move to like kind of save his job, honestly.
Yeah,
Because he'll be the first one out. Like we're not firing our GM, but he may go like this year if it crashes.
You couldn't start Ritter in good faith, like thinking you're trying to win a game. Like no way.
I'd say for our part, man. I mean, our main issue that I see every Sunday is the fact that we can't move the ball up and down the field when it matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Desmond, he's been clutch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's had some clutch drives, but during the flows of the game, man, I just don't know. I just don't know. We'll get into some more football talk here. So we had some news from the Steelers. Before we get into that, we had a Thursday night matchup. Will Levis, you know, I think that's his second start with the Tennessee Titans, playing the Steelers, and they went out bad. All right. But it ended up being a pretty good game, you know. Reactions from that. Y'all got anything about that game?
Like, I don't know.
Because you know it was a bad matchup. That's why you're like that. You feel me? Like you probably didn't even really watch that for real.
No,
but like I'll hear what you have to say.
You know I watched, but I don't know, that it wasn't an exciting game like you said. It was like an old fashioned football game, like you know, what's it called? Just like physical, low scoring, nothing really exciting. But I did see some things that I like from Will Levis. Like he does look like he may have a future in Tennessee, which is good for their franchise after, you know, having Ryan Tannehill as their quarterback for a long time. So they may be in for some future success. Yeah. Other than that, though, nothing much.
I thought Will Levis looked good.
But am I wrong to say that the NFL world is glazing on that man right now? Like, I feel like the entire broadcast, you know, I couldn't get away from, Will Levis, you know what I'm saying? He breathed. You know, he did it, he did this, he did that. Like, it was like that during the Falcons game too. So I'm just wondering, like, you get this 2-game sample size. Are we we're already ready to say there's a future in Tennessee?
I said they may be in for a future.
He did have 4 touchdowns against y'all, dude. Like, he looked kind of nice.
Boy,
they were late.
Be doing that backstroke. You know, so
dude, time. I mean, he looks good for a rookie, is what I'll say. Like in his first 2
starts.
That's
what I'm saying. It's promising.
Yeah, like it's good to see if you're a Titans fan. For
Whatever,
sure.
Man. Ain't nobody Titans fans, man. Like, that doesn't happen. But let's talk George Pickens though. Okay, so Joey, wide receiver drama in the NFL, that's been going on all year, really. Wide receivers, they be mad at their quarterbacks, they be mad at the coaches, whatever. But we got George Pickens over here, and after they won the game, mind you, you know, they won this game actually. He took to social media, unfollowed his quarterback, unfollowed some of his players, Mike Tomlin, their head coach as well. It says he deleted all Steelers posts on his Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, he's pissed off that he's not getting the ball. So I'm going to ask, the football heads in here, like, does he have a right to be this mad and go on this tantrum, if you will?
No. Not in my opinion. Like I don't know. He's just like a super diva, and like he's had issues dating back to even when he was at Georgia, with like usage and things like that, and attitudinal issues. Not to bring that up, but I don't know. I feel like you can't be a super diva in the NFL. I mean, as a wide receiver, if you also in the same game drop an easy touchdown pass, like he had a touchdown pass thrown in the breadbasket, and he didn't drag his second foot, and like that's like I feel like most college receivers would have got 2 feet. Good high school receivers would have got 2 feet there. Like it wasn't like a crazy difficult catch, and he didn't catch it. And then he wants to go cry on the bench when his teammate, Deontay Johnson, his teammate, has not scored a touchdown in over a year. He scored his first touchdown, and he was whining on the bench behind him. Like, what? I don't know. I can't support
Unfollowed him too. Like
he unfollowed him as well. I didn't even know that. That's wild.
Nah, bro is weird. That not. He's gonna be like what's it called? Chase Claypool 2.0. Like they're just gonna trade him if he keeps doing this.
That's my follow-up.
He's talented.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, so how talented is my question? Like, what I know, Drew has a tier system for every position. You know, so what tier wide receiver is he?
I'll have to think on that one heavily. Like, it's almost too early to tell, because of the lack of quarterback play that they've had in Pittsburgh. But I I came into the season saying that I don't think he's the best receiver on his own team.
Yeah, he's
nothing that I've seen this far has changed my mind. Like he's very talented, but until he produces, like I don't care.
He's a good number 2 on the team. I feel like you could say that.
Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, he's a really good number 2, but a lot of people are saying, he's like a number 1 receiver and he's elite and all that stuff. Like coming to the season when he made that one-handed catch in practice, like I don't care. Honestly, he gets outproduced by Johnson every week pretty much since he's been healthy.
So he's another Jerry Jeudy, is what you're saying.
He's better than Jeudy, but
they're about the same tier. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably are. Yeah. And I put them. What tier did I put them in? Like
3 or 4.
Lower than 3. I think I said 3 was generous. So lower than 3. So yeah.
All right, that's A5 Pod, man. We probably gonna get into some more football later in the show, but you got to get into some real sports though. Yeah, you know what I mean? We got to get into some real sports though. Joey. All right, so the winner of the in-season tournament gets $500K. All right. Before I get into that though, so I look on NBA Twitter last night, and there's so much hate. You know what I'm saying? So much sweltering hate surrounding the way that the NBA did these courts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear from you. All right. Did the courts look bad? Specifically Indianapolis in the field house. Like, do you like this blue and yellow?
Honestly, I watched the Bulls game last night, and the red court just hurt my eyes. It was so, I was watching with my parents, and we were just like, this is just so weird. Why do they have to do this? But, especially Indy's court, I don't know. I think the design is fine, but, why do you have to make it blue? Why do you have to make it yellow? You could have went with the city, the city design. That's cool in itself, but at the same time, you could have just kept the same colored hardwood that you normally use instead of trying to make it all colorful.
Okay. This is where I have to push back though. All right, I already know Julian hating in the background or whatever, but we'll keep him quiet right now. We've all played NBA 2K before. Okay. Now we used to play, the little My Team where you can get the customizable courts. You can put your own designs on there, everything like that. That's what this reminded me of a lot, and I felt like it caters to a younger audience. It pops. It's a topic of conversation, right? I don't know. Indianapolis court though, this one was pretty trash. But if y'all can look at the color schemes of the other ones, they're not as bad. I actually like that Bulls red, to me. that wasn't that bad to me. I thought that looked pretty cool. Like, I don't know. Like, that's just me.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
not bad. It's just something to adjust to. That's all.
right. It's just
Right.
something different. It's like I really do hate like the normal hardwood floors. Like when Atlanta be switching it up for like MLK Day or whatever, like the floor be looking nice. Like they need to do something different than the regular floor, and I think this is something.
I feel like doing something different and doing the most is two different things. Like they made this court look like a highlighter. Like when I was in third grade, I would highlight the court like that. Like they can't do that. I feel like you could have simplified it a lot.
No, but it brings attention, and that's all they need.
That's cool. Like they could have put a strip down the middle of bright color, and it would be cool. And they could have like just look at the indie court. Say they put a bright strip down the middle. It can be blue even, and they can still have the trophy in the middle with the indie, and it would be cool. That would be new. That would draw my attention.
Nah,
I feel like a navy blue stripe down the middle probably would have looked a little bit better, and then kept like the little yellows inside of the trophy.
Bruh, who are y'all? Y'all
like
some
that would have been
architects?
nice.
Like,
Nah, for real though.
like y'all some artists?
for real.
Like,
We got designers. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I just feel like it's just a lot.
I
Like
went to the
that
design
one
school.
in East A, the second one, I can't tell. Like I can't see who it is exactly, but I like that court.
That's Cleveland. That's Cleveland.
Oh, that's the Cavs. Okay, it says the land. Okay, I like that court.
That's
And
tough.
then like on
Yeah, that's kinda
EC, most of the EC courts are nice. The red court and the third red court are not for me, but the other ones like those are cool. I just think it's the color scheme itself, like this bright blue and yellow. It's just a lot. Like it's just a lot to look at.
yeah, I think the Indianapolis one was the only that to me that was the only one where it's like, yo, like I can't even see the 3-point line right now, like with the glare and everything like that. This is crazy. But general reactions, I asked Joey, what'd you like from the first day of the tournament? Besides the Bulls,
The Bulls made me so mad. I was texting Morgan last night the whole time, and like classic Bulls don't want to shoot threes, can't rotate onto the other team shooters. It was a little brutal, but I don't know, man. Like at this point, I'm ready to fast forward through the season.
See, that's where I got to stop you. I was gonna ask you about the Chicago Bulls. There's been a lot of trade talk surrounding y'all name, depending on how y'all begin the season, and y'all are 2-5 last time I checked. So, Joey, blow it up, or y'all keep moving.
Look, I mean, it's hard because like outside of the OKC game, outside of the Detroit game, like all the other games have been close.
Yep.
But it's hard because when you're a team that doesn't shoot a lot of threes, then you have to really rely on scoring on the inside, which they're really good at. But basically, if you're not shooting threes, you're going to have to be extra efficient on the inside, and you're going to have to get to the line, which the Bulls are like, they don't get to the line a lot either. So it's hard. You have to make up for all those points that you're losing to threes from the other team. And it's hard to do that.
Definitely got to add defense in there. If you're not going to shoot with a lot of these teams, you're definitely going to have to defend these teams as well. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. There's a lot of teams that, had some rocky starts to this beginning of the year. Bulls are one of them. Like, we're going to have to keep a close eye on them. We definitely got to keep a close eye on them. We got to talk about this guy for how many weeks has it been, really? Like, I feel like we've talked about him for at least 2 months now. And but he's making headlines again. Finally got to pick his brain a little bit. So let's see what he had to say.
When I'm in a leash, I'm not meant just shooting the basketball every time. I meant like I think the game, and I'm a creator on the court. You know what I mean? So if I got a voice to where I can, hey coach, I see this. What you think about this? Then it's like, oh, okay. Like somebody that trusts me, that believes in me, that understands me, that I'm just not I'm not a system player. I am a system. You know what I mean? So somebody that can have that dialogue with me and understand and move forward and figure out and make adjustments on the fly throughout the course of games. That's all I really care about. You know, I mean, it's not about me scoring the basketball, scoring 34 points. I've done it already. So that's what I meant by that.
I know that you have time.
He doesn't care about scoring the basketball, Joey. He doesn't care about putting up 30 anymore. He just wants a coach that listens and is receptive to the fact that he is not a system player. He is a system. Julian, what's up with you, man?
I just want to hear your spiel. I want to hear you, and then I'll address you. I'll address you after. Yeah.
Y'all want to hear from me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love to start. Like I definitely love to start. James Harden. Joey, last week we talked about we debated whether Russell Westbrook or James Harden was going to come off the bench in Los Angeles. So we talked a lot about this James Harden situation, everything that's transpired. But Joey, you and I have also spoken, and one of the things we spoke about was, what is it that James Harden wants in this stage of his career, right? In Brooklyn, they had a championship caliber team. He left. Philly, they had a top team in the East. He left. Now he's going to the LA Clippers, okay? And James Harden got on the podium, and he didn't say that he was looking to be a team player. He didn't say he was looking to come into the Clippers, team and I don't know, help PG, help Kawhi Leonard reach the ultimate goal of winning a championship. He said that he's the system, that he's the guy. All right, that's what he said, Julian. He said that
you have to realize what they you have to realize what they asked him though. They didn't ask him about life in LA. They asked him how was Philly.
Okay, but he said
He's
all
talking
he
about
wants.
In general, though.
Yeah, that's what he said. All he wants
He
is a coach, a situation that's receptive to the fact that he is a system. He's a knowledgeable player.
He said, I want a coach who listens to him, who takes his opinion like it's a value. Like come on now.
Okay.
Bro, wait. Is that not every NBA superstar, though? Every NBA superstar wants their coach to give them some input. Like I don't know if there's any superstars in the NBA who are just defer to their coach. Like they just they don't care. No.
But what does that imply though, Julian?
What do you mean?
It implies that in Philly, they had a coach, you know what I'm saying? They had a team that was not receptive of James Harden's thoughts, feelings, IQ on the court.
I don't know why you wouldn't be. I don't know why they wouldn't be. I'm just.
But do you believe that's true? Is my question.
Yeah, I do believe that.
It's not true.
That's another red flag on Doc Rivers, though. Like Doc, I've already told you about Doc, bro. He's really not that guy. I know that's one of your favorite coaches and stuff, but he has major flaws. Okay. Major flaws.
What did you want Doc to do with Harden? He had Harden out there averaging 23 and 12. He led the league in assists. He was playing with the MVP. He had to get the leading scorer in the league, 34 points per game, the ball. Like, what else? How was Harden supposed to fit in that system and score 30 as well? Like,
he didn't say that he wanted to score 30.
That's what he implied.
No, it's not.
So what would he mad about?
Why else would he have wanted to go to Houston this offseason too? And
I think that's just home. I feel like that's just his home now at this point. Like he made his living in Houston. Like that's home. That's where he has fun. That's where his friends are. Like
Jersey hung up in the strip club. Like
literally. Like,
it's not like he wasn't scoring in Philly though. So that's why I don't understand how he.
I don't think this is about scoring the ball.
It's not about scoring.
He says he wants to be a ball dominant player, and they kind of took that away from him.
Yeah. All right, now pause him here. You hear what he said, right? He wants to be a ball dominant player. Joey, where is he going?
He's going to the Clippers. He's playing with Kawhi. He's playing with Paul George. He's playing with Russell Westbrook. That's
they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna play together.
Looking for, but you got Kawhi and Paul George, who are your main two guys. You got Russell Westbrook, who they picked up last year off the buyout market, and he's been really good for them. He kind of molded into that energy guy role. He's been playing defense, moving the ball, attacking the rim, which the Clippers needed for so long. James Harden, I mean, you get another playmaker, but there's too many other guys that need the ball to be effective that he's not
that was the problem in Philly. The exact problem in Philly. Tobias had to score. Maxey had to score. So, that's why Doc's system was bad, but it was just he had to feed a lot of mouths. And that's the same problem in LA.
Let's talk about Doc's system. Because Julian and I, this has been going on for years now between us. It really has. Julian tells me that Doc Rivers is an overrated coach. Am I lying in saying that? Okay. No. What's one thing that Doc Rivers has that James Harden does not have?
He has one ring with the big three, the big four Celtics.
Don't discount it.
Harden has one ring. He has one single ring.
With a winning record all time. He's in the Hall of Fame. So when James Harden is talking about he needs somebody to be receptive to him, why? Where is James Harden? What has James Harden done?
So I have a question for you. Since we're going to just play this game, right? So let's just count off all the stars in the league who have no rings, right? Let's count them off. Some of your favorite players. Let's go straight to them. Donovan Mitchell. You think his coach doesn't value his opinion? What has Donovan Mitchell done?
This is just I don't even know what he's talking about at this point.
I'm asking you. I just turned your question back around. I just turned your question and posed it back to you. I just posed your question right back to you. So let's
talk about some. He did not get on the podium and say that he is a system and that it's my way. It needs to be my way in order for us to get the ultimate goal.
All stars think that way. All stars think that way.
He doesn't think that way because the ball doesn't even run through him. Honestly, it runs through Darius Garland, who averages 8 assists, 9 assists.
The ball runs through Darius Garland in Cleveland. Are we gonna let that slide? Are we gonna let it slide?
Darius Garland isn't a ball dominant guard.
Okay, let's talk about Damian Lillard, right?
Why would
no rings
talk about Damian Lillard?
Damian Lillard has no rings as well.
That's not really a fault of his own, though. He's been stuck on some garbage Portland teams.
Still zero rings.
Even that's besides the point.
You don't think
he did not get on a podium? He didn't get on a podium and say that I'm the system. It's me. I need to be the guy. He didn't say that.
Okay. I feel like we're also taking the quote out of context. Or y'all are taking the quote out of context.
No, we're not.
Context. Bro, he did say that, but you have to realize what he's meaning. All he's saying is he's a dog. That's basically what he's saying. I'm a dog. I'm a guy. That's what he's saying. That's not a crazy statement. Huh?
It's not a crazy statement, but you don't need that. You don't need that with Kawhi and Paul George.
Yeah, that's not what they need him to be.
That's proven to not be a winning formula. Is my only thing about the Doc Rivers thing.
What I'm saying? What has not been a winning formula?
James Harden being the system, being the guy, being the dog.
It was more successful when it was way more successful when he was than when he wasn't. Just keeping it real. It was.
What?
They didn't have what success did he have in Philly? What did they get to? They got to a second round.
What? That's 1 year of ball. We want to talk about his entire. Yeah, we want to talk about his entire stint with
It was 2 years, correct? He played 2 playoffs.
Yes, but the first playoffs he just got there.
He played 20-something games with.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is. We're not going to act
James Harden was on the bench. Excuse me, I don't mean to cut you out, but when James Harden was on the bench in OKC, that's when they went to the finals.
Bro, yeah, he was 6th man of the year.
Bro,
I'm just saying.
That's we were what grade were we in? Were we in 6th grade? I was wearing KD ones at that time. What are we talking about right now? Don't reference when James Harden was 6th man of the year. I was wearing KD ones. That's not an exaggeration.
This is the same James Harden. It is. It's the same James. He's not a clone.
The fact that it's not the same James Harden is even worse. He's not the system anymore. He's He's more of a passer than he is a scorer. Like we saw when
he's
we
more of
saw
a passer because they turned him into a passer, and that's fine. I think he's a great distributor of the ball. Like just like he said, it's not about scoring 34. He's already done that. I just think that he wants the ball, like, and that's fine.
But you have to understand on a team with like superstars like LA and all stars like like the Sixers have like Maxey and Joel, or ball dominant players is what I'm trying to say. You have to spread the ball around, especially when you're the point guard. You can't just
It's not like James Harden. I think James Harden played well in Philly. Like he wasn't like hogging the ball. I think that he'll play a similar role in LA. Honestly, I do.
I don't.
That's not.
I don't.
Yeah.
Why won't he play? Why would he not?
He has Kawhi on his team.
Yeah,
There's even less balls to go around at this point.
I mean,
that's all we're
Kawhi
trying
and
to
PG
say.
both play off the ball sometimes, and it's not like James Harden was just like hogging the ball. Like I think that he's going to be a willing passer
Off the bench. That take 5-5, man.
I don't see that. I'm just saying I don't see it happening. Like I don't see you trading for James Harden to bring him off your bench.
He could be the system on the bench now. Like that's a real possibility.
He could. He could. But I just don't see. I don't see that. Me personally, I don't see that.
That would be smart, honestly. That's the best. That's the best system bench in the league, honestly.
Joey, are you starting all 4 All-Stars? Or are you benching?
There's not 4 All-Stars. There's 3. There's 3 All-Stars. Stop that. There's 3 current All-Stars. The guy that shoot like is not an All-Star.
There's not 3 current All-Stars. You're lying. So I don't know. So you're not. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. There's 2
All-Stars.
There's 2.
There's 3 recent All-Stars. 3
Who's
All-Star caliber players. 3
Who's
All-Star caliber players. 3 players who are All-Star caliber players.
Oh,
not
okay.
4.
Do that backstroke again. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Watch the way you speak. For sure. I get it.
I don't think it's wise to start all 4 of them. I genuinely think that it would be in the Clippers' best interest to bring James Harden off the bench because Russell Westbrook, he's already got put into a role. He's the energy guy. He's the defense. He's again attacking the paint, like opening up the passing out to shooters like Paul George, like Kawhi. Like he's out there. Like he's putting the ball out there. He's bought into his role. He knows what he is now. James Harden, I think, is going to take a little bit more time to kind of understand that, and maybe he'll be the system off the bench.
Hey, this is all cute. This is cute. Like that sounds good. I'm telling y'all what's gonna happen. They may start off with James Harden on the bench because he's coming into a new team. When the season gets to the end, James Harden will be the starting point guard, or I don't know if they're gonna play both of them. James Harden will be in your starting lineup, barring injury. That will happen.
And then he'll put up a game 6 like he did last year in the playoffs and go 2 of 14 with 8 turnovers. And then be mad because he didn't get the ball enough. And then he'll go to a different team, just like every other year.
I'm not going to tell you James Harden's like
Paul George could all Californicate and it'll be over with. Cancun on 3. All right.
And Russ.
I would keep it moving now. It gets crazy though. All right, now, Joey, did you catch this game last night? The OKC Warriors, by any chance?
I did not, man. I was too busy getting annoyed at my Bulls, but
for sure. To make a long story short, this was a very good game. Came down to the wire. Last play of the game, as you can see here. Steph Curry had a game-winning. They let him go one-on-one with Lou Dort. Blew past him, viciously. And then he lays the ball up. But Draymond gets up there, and it seems like he taps the rim. And the refs call goaltending. All right. And they overturned. They call the basket, wave the basket off. And we're about to go into overtime. But then they go in and review. And then they say that, Draymond didn't, in fact, alter the ball's movement in any way. So the basket was good. Game over. I just want to go ahead and say this was BS. Y'all see the picture right there. The man man's fingers are in the rim. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot do that. That is a violation. So I was pissed off about that. But hey, that was a very good game. The Thunder, man, they took the Warriors to the brink with no SGA, no Shea Gilgeous-Alexander whatsoever, nowhere to be found. That's a very scary team down there. But I want to actually talk about Draymond and some of his comments. Got on the podium, talked about the chemistry and the vibes last year. Okay, so he Draymond's blunt. He said that last year was not fun. Wasn't a joy to come into work. All right. We know he's talking about, the Poole situation, maybe the Wiggins situation, whatever like that. But I want to ask y'all, are the Warriors back? Are they back? He's shaking his head. I'm about to look up their record now, but
no, I think they are. I think they are. I think they always start slow, or they not always, but they have the past few years. They got a lot of young guys on their team, but I feel like they're just trying to find their identity with Chris Paul coming in. This new rotation they have. I think they'll figure it out. They'll come playoff time. It's week 2 of the season. They'll be fine when it comes playoff time.
Joey,
I don't know, man. Like, I just think at this point, I mean, Draymond's back, so Chris Paul's off the bench now. So I feel like they've got like another opportunity, because Chris Paul was starting the last few games when Draymond was injured. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Am I wrong? Okay, so like they were playing kind of small. They were starting, Steph and Chris Paul on the same backcourt, but I think now Chris Paul's off the bench. Draymond's back in the lineup. I mean, I think we're gonna have to see a bigger sample size of what Chris Paul can do, because right now, like, I'll admit, I thought the Chris Paul trade was gonna be an absolute dumpster fire, but he's not doing too bad. But
yeah,
I still don't think that they're back. I don't think it's a good enough addition to say that they're back.
Dude, I'm just not taking many starting 5s over that 5. Really 6. I'm not taking many 6 over the 6 they got, including Chris Paul. Like, Looney's a good 5. Like, he's a really underrated 5. He'll get you 15 rebounds if you need. Like, we know what Steph does. Clay, he still got it. He can still give you 30.
Clay looks good.
So
No, Clay definitely looks good. That Chris Paul thing is all propaganda, though. Y'all know I'm praying on his downfall. I feel no shame in saying it. I feel no shame in saying it. I think he's made 1-3 on the year, if I'm not mistaken. And I can't find the fact.
I think he's one of 19.
He's one of 19 apparently. So
That's gross.
If it was Westbrook, if it was Russell Westbrook, now I'm just saying.
Nah, but what do the Warriors need Chris Paul to shoot for?
What?
That's not his role on the team. Like, he needs to shoot better, of course, but like, if he goes like 1 of 19, they still got Steph and Clay like out here going 50% from 3.
Fellas, I know that Steph Curry's shoulders are very broad. All right. They can make, even a ghetto look like a utopia. They really can. But this will not last. All right. They're going to have to get that man some help down there. They're going to have to get that man some real help down there before it's too late. That's all I'm going to say about it, man. That's all I want to say. Moving on. I think this is the last ball we got. I think this is the last basketball we got. Stephen A. made the pod. All right. So, Bradley Beal, apparently he's missed 105 out of the last 312 games. He still has not played for the Suns this season, apparently dealing with a back injury. Okay. Now, Joey, I witnessed something that I never thought I'd see. All right. And the folks in the Take 5 group chat can vouch. I was amazed. I simply was amazed. Back-to-back games against the San Antonio Spurs. with their number 1 draft pick, Victor Wembanyama. Okay. KD failed to defeat him twice. Then Devin Booker came in. We know exactly who he is, right? Some call him the best shooting guard in the league right now. He played with KD, and they failed miserably. They were getting blown out of that game, and they got closed off by Victor Wembanyama. All right. So my first question is, should we be concerned about the Phoenix Suns right now? Should we be concerned?
No. Too early to tell. Like, what is it? 6 games in. They're 6 games into the season. They still have one of the best players in the world on their team. 2 of the best players in the world on their team. And we haven't even seen their third guy play. And, like, obviously, depth is going to be an issue for them. So, like, if they're not healthy, then, yeah, like, I don't think it will go well. But that'll just be a prediction, basically. So, I'm going to say I feel like they'll be fine if all of them can play.
Well, it is only like 2 weeks, like you said, into the season. But like the glaring thing on this team is like they're in what's it called? Their interior defense is just terrible. What's his name? Yurkic.
Yerk.
Terrible. He's not gonna be able to guard what's his name, Jokic, when it really matters in the playoffs. Not gonna be able to guard AD. Like he couldn't even guard Victor Wembanyama. Like that was his 5th game, or what's it called? 5th game in the NBA.
It was
like whoa, like if you can't even stop Victor, it's gonna be very very long day with AD in the paint and Jokic.
I mean, to be fair, Victor Wembanyama is 7'5" and moves like a guard. So, like, there's not many people in this league that are stopping that.
That's true.
One. Number 2, I mean, have you seen Victor Wembanyama's splits when he's guarding people? Like,
yeah,
the field goal percentage he's holding those guys to, like,
yeah.
It's insane. Like, he might be Defensive Player of the Year as a rookie. And I'm not gonna sit here and overreact 5 games in, but like you can't argue with those splits.
I mean,
It's true. It's the truth. And like visually watching it, like watching them play while Wembanyama's on the court. You know what I mean? Like they think twice about every layup, every mid-range jumper, what have you. They think twice. It is incredible. It really is. The Spurs, I know, that's another topic of discussion. Like they look pretty good as a team. Unfortunately, Devin Vassell got hurt in that last game. He's gonna miss time though, so we're gonna be seeing a lot more Wemby. But I'm concerned because the fact of the matter is, when we came into this season, what's the number one concern that we had about the Suns team? It wasn't about really depth, right? So they filled in some players, got some Grayson Allens in there, got some guys they could shove in. It wasn't, necessarily on the defensive end. KD's not a slouch. I know Nurkic, and he's a downgrade from an Ayton, I guess, but it wasn't really defense. It was health, okay? Booker's already 2 weeks in. Booker's already missed time. He's missed the entire season so far. Okay. Kevin Durant is not getting any younger. He's gonna have to miss some time this year. He is. I just feel like they're not gonna be able to hang on come playoff time. I'm gonna hope they're all healthy, but I feel like it's gonna be a situation like the Clippers. You got guys out, and you're playing a matchup you might be able to win, on paper, but guys miss time. They aren't 100%. It's a real issue, I think.
I'm not gonna sit here and say Nurk is like the biggest game changer of the Suns, but he's had his own injury problems too in the past too.
I mean, that's their starting center, so they don't really have anybody backing them up. I don't think they have Bismack on that team anymore, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he signed with the Grizzlies. He signed with the Grizzlies a few days ago.
So, he's over there with that dumpster fire. So, I don't know, man. I'm concerned. I personally am concerned. At Take 5 Pod, man, we got to get back into some more football. So, we got some college football games of the day. I'm going to let Big Ju talk to us about it. But firstly, Well, does anybody want to explain a little bit about what's going on in Michigan? Like, does anybody want to speak on that really quick? Like,
I don't think anyone really knows. Like, it's just a lot of like speculation going on, and I don't even know if that's the actual guy. Like this guy in the picture right here, the guy from Michigan. I think his name's Connor Stallions, and
yeah,
he just got fired yesterday. I'm pretty sure, but obviously there's been pictures going around of a guy who looks like him. This guy in the picture, um, wearing a different team's clothes, recording, and they said his glasses were recording their signals. So like, if this comes out to be true, like, I don't even know what happens. Like, I don't remember, at least in my lifetime, I don't remember anything like this happening. Like, teams do cheat. That it's sports, like teams cheat, but to this magnitude,
wait, go ahead.
Yeah, to this magnitude, and to get caught doing it, like, I don't know what the ramifications will be. Like, do they have to vacate their season? And it's crazy too, because like Michigan, like they beat Ohio State this year, like they're probably going to the playoff. Like straight up, like they will probably go into the playoff if they beat Ohio State. So to have these allegations swirling around while they could be competing for a national championship in November, in a month, 1 month, like they could be competing for a national championship, or 2 months. Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
I doubt the Big Ten will put any punishment on them this season. Like there's gonna be too much money to miss out on and stuff. Like they gotta finish the season at least. Probably give them the punishment for next season.
Definitely, investigation will be had. But all right, Drew, what's the game of the day or games of the day, college football wise?
Obviously, I would say the biggest game of the day is the Bama and LSU game, just because of the playoff implications that it has. That game is going to be for the SEC West, it seems. So, like, if Bama loses this game, LSU will probably move on and go win the SEC West, which means they'll probably face Georgia unless Georgia crashes and burns. And a one-loss Bama team can still get into the playoff, absolutely, if they beat Georgia in the SEC championship. So that's major. This game is major tonight. Also, I guess this Georgia-Missouri game is big. Like, I feel like they're kind of gassing. I don't think Missouri's that great. I would like to see Georgia lose. Y'all know how I feel. But I don't see it happening. And I don't know why Missouri's ranked 12th either. I don't understand that. But, yeah, exciting games. Also, the USC and Washington game, that should be explosive. So I think that should be a fun watch. Other than that, typical college football Saturday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's keep it going. Last slide. So we got to talk about this NFL football slate we got going. Y'all's week league, y'all have a 9:30 a.m. game of the week for some reason. We going to Frankfurt, Germany, right? Who y'all got? Dolphins or KC?
Chiefs.
Y'all know how I feel. Y'all know exactly how I feel. Y'all Golden Boy is going down. Yeah, Golden Boy is going down. That's all I have to say about it.
I mean, they could definitely lose the game. Like, I won't be super shocked, but
the Broncos.
I do think it's a bit personal. Like, Tyreek Hill's been in the media talking. He was talking at the beginning of the season about how Tua is his best quarterback, and that's ridiculous. Like, I understand writing for your quarterback, but like, I wouldn't have even said that. Like, even that's Tyreek Hill. Like, I would have just left it alone. But, I don't know if y'all saw the show QB or whatever it's called on Netflix. Patrick Mahomes is a dog. Like Patrick Mahomes is a dog. Like, it's nice and cute to the media. He's a real dog, like, on the field. So I think it's definitely going to be personal.
Man, he used Head and Shoulders shampoo. I ain't trying to hear that, man.
Who cares?
Everybody trying to hear that. What's going down in Germany? Like, well, brother had the sniffles and then lost to the Broncos. And Tua's gonna show you why. All right, Tua's about to show you why. You know what I'm saying? We got an elite quarterback matchup ahead of us, right, Drew? So He gonna show you why.
No, we don't. We have
Right,
an elite quarterback, and we have an elite offense. There's a difference.
Don't try
There's
to. That's too far.
That's not a try to it, bro.
That's a try.
There's a large difference.
Oh, there's
Like,
not.
there's
He's
a
been doing
very
this
big
for
difference.
He's been doing this for multiple seasons, dude. Like
He hasn't.
he has. Last year he was doing this until he got hurt.
He played for 6 games, and I like it. It was also an elite offense. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you're playing with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, and they're getting 5 yards of separation on every play, then it's not difficult to play quarterback. It's actually very, very easy to play not very easy, but like for an NFL quarterback, it's not difficult.
No, what I'll say is that they haven't played a good defense, or they
haven't beat a good team.
Yeah, they haven't beat a good defense. So like that, and Chiefs defense is pretty good. So that I don't know. That's why I'll take the Chiefs in this one.
Is
Dallas
Swift traveling to Germany or no?
Who?
Is Taylor Swift making the travel to Germany or no?
He didn't answer. Like they asked him, and he was like, "I'm not telling y'all."
She could hop on the PJ if she wants to. The environmentalists will be mad at her, but like she could do it if she wants to. Like, so we'll leave about that.
The environmentalists may be mad at her, but the NFL sure won't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they definitely need her. Like,
I thought she's definitely going to be there.
I'm saying.
In Germany, it's crazy. Like, I don't know what they got over there. You know, no shade. You know what I'm saying? No shade over there. Nothing but like, no. I don't know what their nightlife is like.
I heard it was lit.
Yeah,
it probably is. Like, it's Europe. Like, drinking age probably 13 out there. So,
just make sure to bet the.
I think it's 16. I'm trying to look this up right now.
It probably is. Like, it's probably something ridiculous. So you get caught up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the drinking age is 16.
This is what I'm saying. Like, before you could drive a car, as soon as you could drive a car, like, get you a beer. In Dallas, they taking it to y'all this week. What's going on?
Nah, Dak is too sorry. He's heating up a little. I'm not gonna lie. He's looking okay, back to his normal self. No, less turnovers than usual. But that'll change. I definitely think it'll change. He's facing a sorry secondary, but I think our line should get to him for some pressure on him for sure. I definitely expect a good game from the offense. I think Dallas's defense is a little overrated, and it's hurting from Trevon Diggs being gone. But I definitely do think we should be fine.
And he be setting the ball low for his teams. Like,
what do you mean? I think we should be fine.
I admire it though. You know what I mean? Because once we cut back Tuesday and y'all get blown or whatever.
We're not getting blown out.
Say, I do that.
No, see that's what's not going to happen. We're not going to get blown out. Well, we might lose by like a field goal, but we're not losing by more than 2 scores. Not at home.
2 scores is a blowout. Like,
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is, dude. Unless you talk about 2 field goals or something, bro. Like, come on.
All right. Okay, we're not losing by more than 10 points. That's what I'm going to say. If we lose, but we're winning the game. This is what I think is going to happen. So
nice way to slide that in. Good way to slide that in, bro.
And then Jalen's gonna, confirm MVP. Julian's gonna be mad.
Why would I be mad?
We'll get the first.
Why would I be mad? I believed in Jalen. I believed in Jalen before you did. Let's not do this.
Is that true?
Let's not do this. I think Jalen's a great quarterback. I don't think that Jalen's a better football player than Lamar Jackson, which is what we were arguing. That's crazy to me.
I never said he was a better football player.
You said he's more talented, which implies he's a better football player. That's ridiculous. Really. Also,
what are you talking about?
That's ridiculous.
He's more talented.
Jalen Hurts is
then he's better.
Bro, no. There's no way that you can think that Jalen Hurts is better than Lamar Jackson.
He has a better arm. Dude, Jalen is literally he's going to end top 5 in passing yards.
He also plays with AJ Brown.
What does that mean?
And Goddard. What do you mean? And the best offensive line, bro. That matters a lot. This is what I be talking about with the Tua stuff too, bro.
Purdy's not going to end top 5 in yards. He has the best. He is the best.
No,
he has the best weapons in the league. What does that mean?
Purdy before he just like fell off a cliff after his little concussion, he was playing at a super elite level. Like, no, he doesn't put up those stats, but like how well he was playing at the level of all of those guys.
Okay, but Jalen. Okay, that's the same for Lamar, though, right? Like, he'll have an efficient game, but he might not put up a lot of yards. Jalen puts up a lot of yards because he has a great arm. right?
He also has a great offense.
No, he has a great arm. Does he not?
Yeah. All right, bro.
Jalen doesn't have a good arm. So you think
he does have a good arm?
AJ Brown is just getting 130 every week, like just randomly?
We're not gonna turn this into me hating on Jalen. Like I said, I'm a Jalen supporter. I have been for a long time. Am I gonna act like he's better than Lamar at football? No, that's foolishness.
Is Lamar your MVP?
No, in terms of stats, because like if I think who's gonna win it, no. But I think is he playing the best football right now? Yeah, he is.
So who's gonna win
as
MVP?
a quarterback?
Yeah, you didn't answer my question.
Yeah,
like,
as a quarterback, I mean, the MVP award is like, yeah, Tua can win, Lamar can win, what's it called can win, Jalen Hurts can win. Yeah, all of these guys can win MVP. Number one, like it's predicated on team success. Like we know that.
Man, answer the question.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I just gave you multiple answers. Like I don't know who's gonna win right now.
It's too many.
Who I think
boil it down to what?
Who I think is playing the best football? Lamar Jackson is playing the best football.
That's not the question. That's not the question.
Y'all are tweaking right now.
You see how hard it is to say Jalen? You see how hard it is? Like, whoa, it's getting weird. Like, just say Jalen Hurts.
Well, who's gonna win the award?
Yeah, who do you think's gonna win?
If I had to pick a front runner to win the award, is Jalen Hurts. If I had to pick who's playing I don't care about that. If I had to pick who's playing the best football, Lamar Jackson's playing the best football.
That's cool.
I've never seen that, man. You didn't want to say it. Like you definitely did it. You definitely did it. Ian, I guess I don't have to ask you who you think it is, then, man. Like,
yeah, I'll definitely say I think Jen's gonna win too.
Ooh, y'all funny, man.
But AJ Brown should honestly, he should win Offensive Player of the Year over Tyreek. By the way,
don't get carried away, man. Like, don't get ahead of yourself.
That was funny.
Yeah, I mean, all right, it's 12, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up if y'all good. Anything else? All right, bro. I take 5. Make sure y'all follow us everywhere. We will see y'all on Tuesday.